Hello, I am Tasha Smutney. I am a double gold consultant. I am also a two-time IATAN card holder, and we're going to talk about how you can make your own website on Canva. All right, so this is kind of assuming you have some of those basic Canva skills of knowing just how to navigate it a little bit, but I'm going to show you some tips and tricks. So here is my website. It's a series of landing pages, which is what I'm going to show you how to do. And essentially each one links to another spot. So what I did, I put some pictures, a little intro. This is all that my page is, this one little page. I did put a video in here welcoming people, something personal.
Hello, and I'm so happy that you found me here at Traveling with Tasha. I am a travel advisor located in Massachusetts. However, I can work with people all over the United States and the world. And I have been a travel advisor since the year 2022. I am also a public school music teacher, teaching elementary grades for over 24 years here in Massachusetts. I absolutely love everything about the travel industry and what it can provide for people. Traveling is extremely rewarding, and I love that with my business, I'm not only able to help people achieve their travel goals, but I'm also able to help people get started in the travel industry themselves. You can click below if you're interested in booking travel or becoming an agent. I look forward to talking to you soon.
So I am using this to work both sides of the business. You obviously do not have to. All right. So what I did, my link to book travel, it does bring people to, and I may change this soon, a constant contact so that I am collecting their information so that I'm collecting and making a mailing list. Nobody referred them. That way too, I know if somebody sent them to me. And once they click sign up, I get them. This would be a whole different training, but then I click here and it brings them to my travel website. Okay. So I have a similar background to keep that consistency, and I honestly used AI to type all of this. I used AI to absolutely help me write everything. Okay. About me, go to for magical adventures. Now, I do have a link here for if they want to request a consultation. Okay. Again, all of this, I used ChatGPT to help me write. Okay. I didn't come up with all of this, but these are all of my specialties, right? I'm highlighting them. I say everything here, then I talk about magical adventures. I love this picture I took in Disney. I don't know why I love it so much, but I just love it. Um and then I talk about the different things. I'm letting them know that I do allergy safe travel, cruises, all-inclusive retreats. Then I go into each one, Disney Magic, tailored services and allergy safe, like from itinerary planning to special, I take care of everything, right? And then what I've done here is I have made a picture and a link for all of my affiliate links. All right. So not just those, but this brings them to schedule an appointment with me, my Facebook, my Instagram. The excursions bring them to my Viator link. Sports, concerts, theater is my golden tickets link. Trip insurance is Tin Leg. Virgin Voyages, cruises, they can book them themselves. Now, Disney Vacations, they can't book themselves, but that is that mini site you can make on Disney. Disney Vacations with Tasha, everything directs them back to me to book with me. There are referral links for sandals and beaches, and this is also sandals and beaches, honeymoons and wedding links. I am still working on adding more, but this is a great way so that people can, if they want to be booking something direct, they have the way to do it right on my website. I didn't have enough to make another row yet when I started working, but things like Baby Quip and all those other ones we talked about with different ones. And then down here a little bit, I like to add personalization. So I put a picture of myself. Again, this is all AI. I used all AI to help me. And then I have my logo at the bottom and when my business was established. So that's everything that's on the travel page. The request a consultation does bring up a Google form that I have made, which essentially has everything we would have on the inquiry form. I don't typically send this to people, but it's there if that's how they choose to contact me, right? Like if somebody reaches out to me and asks for a consultation, I'm not going to say, great, fill out this form. We're going to talk about it on the phone. But if they reach out and want to fill it out, it's available. And then I have all this information when we schedule, including when are the best times to schedule your phone call. Okay. So all of that's on my travel page. Now, if there's anyone here interested in both sides, my other page is more like a funnel to take them through things. So become a travel agent. It's going to bring them to this page. All right. Would you like to take control of your time and finances, turn your dreams into reality? I can help. And I use all of these are all templates I use, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm talking a little bit about it. Again, personalizing, seeing me as the person, right? Travel agents, it's a relationship building. I found an inspirational quote about taking advantage of opportunities. I put an about me, what our agency offers. There's Miss Kathy. Look at that fabulous picture of her. I'm waiting for one from someone else, but what my agents say about me. And then I have two different links here. They can take two different ways: a guide to becoming a travel agent and scheduling an informational meeting. Both of them have them give me their contact information. All right. They can follow me. If they're already ready to sign up, this brings them to my sign up link. Okay. So different ways of making pages, but what I did is I connected them both to my homepage. So I'm going to show you a little, like, how in the world did Tasha make this happen? I will tell you, I built this whole thing and all the pages connected to the other part, the become a travel agent, in one weekend. I was very determined to get something up and going with that, with some automations that I've built in there before school got back. So when you come in, I go to create design and I search website. There's so many here. There's templates already in. I don't know if they have travel. Let me see if it does. Does not have travel, but I did all landing pages. So I made multiple pages and then I connected them. Okay. So if we just start from scratch, I always start in this design section and I search for something. So I can do travel. Oops. And that's how I found some of those cool things. Now I do pay for it, but there are some nice ones that have video as well, that it's moving, that are not premium. Now you can choose to add the first page, or I can apply all the pages. So what happens here, this is going to be one continuous page as people scroll down. The only time it's a separate page that they click to link to is if you make another page. So you could make this all one page of things. And it's super easy, everything we do with Canva, that you could come in and change everything you want, right? So first of all, if I don't like that coloring, I can change whatever I want. It does give me suggestions, right? But I could come in and I can put whatever my travel business name is. Maybe it's this, Wellness Wanderers. And you might go, Tasha, it doesn't fit now. Not a problem. I use those skills I know about Canva to change the size, right? There's some things grouped in there. I'm going to ungroup. Sometimes when you use templates, they group the things together. So what I do is I ungroup, then I click away from it, and then I just click on the ones I don't want and I delete them. We don't really need a button there, so I saw the little lotus flower and I thought of this. Now I'm going, I don't know if that'd be great to read, so let me see what else might fit better. I honestly play around with things so much. You can add whatever you want, right? I do like to put an about me section, so I can take any picture I've uploaded. You can see I've been using this for school. Any picture I've uploaded. This is probably not what I would use, but there's a picture of me from when I'm skiing. Maybe I throw a picture of me in and I put it about me. I can change all of it. And then I could put featured, maybe I put something like featured trips. And I would put, whatever it is. Now, you don't have to use your own pictures. I could come to elements and I could search for spa hotel. I like to use photos. All right. Now, again, mine are showing up the premium because I have it. But if you don't have premium, not a big deal. You can use whatever you find that works. But maybe I want to put in, maybe this business is focusing on it's wellness retreats, right? And I would put like spa getaways. I don't need to say how much they are, but this is actually giving an option. If you wanted to put on there trips that you were currently advertising, you could put those up there, right? And then maybe I also do, things out in nature. Wilderness retreats. And maybe my business also does yoga retreats. And I just find the pictures I like to highlight what I want to do. They don't have to be my own pictures. Canva's got tons of pictures, right? Maybe I do yoga weekends, right? Those are the things that I offer. You can use any of the templates you want. Does this make sense as far as how I would take a template and make it my own for my business? Right. So some of this is just playing around with it, honestly. It's playing around with it. You don't have to feel like you know exactly what you're doing. All right. Now, let's say instead, I didn't want all those pages. Maybe I wanted people to have to click to another page. Okay. I want one that just has one page. Let's see. But what I can do is I could add just the first page. And now maybe if I'm getting away from that, because I want to show you how you can do multiple pages that are linked to each other. Because maybe you want people to have to click on something, right? So whatever we want to call it, I very much like putting something personal in, like a picture. I do highly recommend that logos go in there. My logo is hiding because I have so many things on my Canva. I'm gonna tell you honestly, a lot of times what I do is I open something else, I steal it. Let's say that's one I made in a logo training. It's not my real logo, but if it didn't work with the color, maybe I'd change my background. But we can delete anything, add anything we want. What I did to make those, you can click button, search for a button. and it's going to give you different options for buttons. Now we don't want that kind of button, right? But if I go to all, it's going to give me everything. So maybe what I want is something like that. That is giant, but I can resize it. And I can put a text box over it. Maybe you want to have different websites or different pages that people go to for a trip, right? Maybe you're advertising trips that you have. So maybe this is Aruba 2025. Now, what I would do, I would come back here. I would make another one. Now, this is my Aruba page. Beach. Why don't you have good beach things, Canva? Sunset. Beach sunset. You don't want to give me any good templates for beach and sunset. I don't know why. It never does. Tropical. So now what I might do instead of something moving, I can look for a picture. But what I might want to do, that's not what I wanted to do. Maybe I just want this like water background. And you might go, Tasha, I can't fit everything about the trip there. This is not a problem. Because all I do is click duplicate page. Now, that might not line up the way you want. So if I click preview, I can scroll and see what it's going to look like. I don't like how that lines up, right? So instead, maybe you do a color instead. So maybe you choose a background with a pattern that you could have over and over and over again. And you want to be super fancy and glittery. I don't know. Now I can look. That one also looks like it's not going to do what I want it to do. Because we don't want to see where the page joins, right? So maybe what we do, something like this. Let me just delete this one and then duplicate. Now this one, I bet when we look at the preview, we're not going to be able to tell where they join. There we go. And we just add as many pages as we need to get our information in. So I could come in now. I am a big fan of the shapes that you put behind things. A huge fan. I love these. I don't know why I do, but I do. Maybe I'm advertising a trip. That's not the color I want. I want this color, but darker. So I come in. Well, that didn't get me darker. These might not be the real colors I use, but I'm just showing you examples for now. Now, when you move these side to side, it'll tell you when it's lined up in the center. Okay. And I go to my text, add a heading. Aruba trip 2025. I definitely want it in white to stand out. And then I can choose whatever font I want. Whatever font I want to use. I kind of like that one. I want it to fill this whole thing. I just change the size till it's what I want. And then I can keep adding all of the elements I want for this. Now, what I want to do right now, I'm not going to buy a new domain, but I'll show you how I did that with the other one. But if I do publish website, I have a domain and it's trying to put it there, but that's okay. We can do it. We can actually do it with my real domain. I'm never going to share that domain, so nobody's going to find it. Not a big deal. And now it automatically gave me a sub path. My domain is traveling with Tasha. Oh, no, wait, that's not my domain I bought. Home.mycanva.site, wellness wanderers. Publish this. That is not my real domain. Now I can view my website, but what I want to do is I want to link this one, right? So let me go back. I'm going to click this button. Oh, I have to click edit. Every time you publish it, it makes you click edit again. I'm going to click this button and I'm going to put a link. But first I have to publish the other page. Publish page. Now it's Aruba Trip 2025. It automatically gives you a subpath when you publish them. So I'm going to click copy because now I know what this website is. Copy. I go back here, click, and you can click the three little dots and click link. I don't even have to copy it. I can link it right to this. Aruba Trip 2025. Done. So now I'm going to republish it. Every time you change something, if you don't republish it, it doesn't change it. So now look, if I click here, oh, well, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I did it wrong. Hold on. Let me come back here. I'm going to actually copy that because that's where I want it to go. I don't want it just to go to the empty page. I'll tell you in one moment, Kathy. I see a question. Edit link. So now it will work once I republish it. Publish. View website. Now when I click this, it brings it to that trip that I have. Now, obviously, we would be putting more things on here, right? So we have a question that says, what is a subpath? That's a really good question. So watch. If I bring up our team website, see how now, watch, when I'm at home, it just says teamt.net. When I click new agent info, it adds teamt.net/new agent info. This is the subpath. Additional pages on your website. All right. So when I bring up my website that I showed you at the beginning, when you see this, travelingwithtasha.com with the hyphens /homepage, there's a subpage, homepage. When I click become a travel agent, the subpages become an agent. Okay. When I click, let's see if I can remember what it is. That's not the right one. What was it called? This is how many things I do in here. I have one this one. Publish website. Become an agent book. This is one that I did multiple pages to get all this information in. The same way I just showed you. I just did the same background and then I added a color over it to put all my information so that I can have all that information about why I chose Archer Travel, all those things for the building side. But see how you can't tell where the different pages start and end. Okay. So there's that sub page. So I love this because I do feel like Canva is pretty user friendly overall compared to other things. It's much more user friendly and it's easy to do. Now, if I were to want to actually not have it say Canva, right? Like I could send people to this. It's just going to say Canva site. However, if you go to publish website, you do have the opportunity. I can edit it. Let's see. I could get a new domain. You can actually buy a domain with Canva. And when I did it, it was $18 for the whole year. So it's not that much, but you can get a customized domain here. You would click that one and click continue. I'm sorry, $19. And you would, let's say we said that this, we say that business's name is Wellness Wanderers. I just put in what I want, and then it's going to give me options. Wellnesswanderers.com, and I could click claim domain. The biggest difference now, if I do that, is I have to go back and connect it to the domain. So let's say, I'll show you that with my other one. I could go here and I could put it on my travelingwithtasha.com if I chose to, because I already have that domain. And I would put the subpath in. Wellness home. And that's what I could call it. So once you have one, you do have to go back in and you have to adjust all the links, if that makes sense. You would just have to adjust the links. And all you do, I'm not going to really publish this, but all I would do is I would come here and I would click edit link. And I would have gone here, republished it, copied the link. And if you get stuck and you're trying to do this yourself, you ask for help. All right. But I love the different capabilities of what you can do with Canva. So essentially, you could have one page. Let's see if it'll let me go all the way back to what we had done, to that one I had before. It will. Something went wrong. Edit page. So I could go back. It took away my first page, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Maybe I just want to add this first page now. I could go back to what I had, and you could have just a single page. Or when you're talking about everything, you could take those featured types of trips that you offer and have a page with more details about each kind. You could put click to learn more. But you can make it as simple as you want and make one big page. I always recommend the templates because it's easier to edit, right? That's what I do. I type and look for what I want, and then I can edit it. It was actually this one that I had. But let's say this was my original template. This is the one I used for my web page. Apply all 6 pages, replace. This is the one I used. And then all I had to do was put my own pictures in and put my own words in, right? I think I edited it more, but you can use their templates and just change it to you. Okay. This is a super simplified overview of what you can do on Canva. Okay. If you're working on it and then you get to the publish part and you're trying to figure out a domain and you're going, wait a minute, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Don't worry about it. Okay. But this is an easy way you could do it. What we're going to do now, I'm going to